Oh, sorry, I thought I was live this whole time. How is everyone? Is anyone watching? I had to mess around with OBS a bit, and I didn't realize that it wasn't actually live streaming yet. But I think I've got everything figured out now, so... Okay, good. I'm gonna be honest, I'm probably not gonna talk that much. I'm also not sure if... Let's see. I'm not sure if my talking is actually coming through onto the stream. I'm gonna open the stream in a separate tab real quick just to make sure. So it might cause voice echoing if it can hear me, so that's just a heads up for anyone who might be watching onto the stream. Just checking the stream. Okay, sure. So, it might cause voice echoing if it can. Yeah, yep. So that's just a heads up. My stream has a slight delay. Anyone who might be watching onto the stream, just checking the stream. Okay. Well, let's just start playing the game. I can't really play with Artifact of Command because I'm trying to get stuff that I unlocked that I haven't picked up in the game yet, so it's gonna be super annoying. But I love using the Artifact of choice or whatever it's called. Just because I get to choose what items I get, which is a pretty overpowered thing. I mean, yeah, when you're in the heat of battle, you have to remember what to do. My favorite thing is to get the Artifact of Choice and the one where monsters drop items, so then I can just get a shit ton of items without any money, and then have it be what I want. It's a pretty overpowered combination, I think, in my opinion. it kind of breaks the game. Yeah. I was late to my own stream. I'm sorry about that. My favorite thing is to stack items, because just seeing how crazy stacking items can get. I once stacked, like, what are they called again? Like 5 of the jerry cans. It was insane. Everything was on fire. Like, something that was, like, far away would catch on fire whenever I killed something else. I'd rather have too much money than not enough money, you know? It's right over here. There's just a bunch of bugs everywhere. It's completely useless. Guess we'll start. I hate this boss. I hate this guy. I hate him. He's annoying. They call him the Gentle Protector, but he literally shoots lightning. What bullshit. Is there anything I missed up here? It doesn't look like it. I have no idea if I'm talking loud enough or not. Here we go. There we go. Actually, I should get some water since I am talking. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back with water. Gotta stay hydrated, you know? I don't see the purpose of the red book. go back to the trash area. This thing is so useless. I went to the international market. I actually visited a few Asian markets too, and I got to see like one of the freezers there was like water beetles or something. I know crowdfunder is like kind of OP, but like I don't like using it because you use it once and it's kind of like stuck as your weapon. Look at that, I didn't need it at all. Wasn't fast enough. Perfect. Nice, some healing. Probably missed some things. That's why I'm hopping around like this. I'm trying to make sure that I don't miss any loot. Oh, I spot something down there. all the way over there. Seriously?
Can you hear me now?
Oh yeah, I can hear you.
Holy fuck. Okay. Your mic is way too loud.
Huh?
Your mic is too loud.
Oh. Really?
Yeah, it's like I basically got ear raped by you greeting me, so
I don't know how to make it less loud, outside of the stream.
actually I'm just gonna turn down your user volume on my end just to make it easier. Okay, try talking now.
Am I raping your ears?
No, I just turned it to 50% right now.
Okay. You can still
Okay.
hear me though, right?
Oh yeah, I can still hear you. It's just when I first heard you, I was like, fuck, man. That was just very, very loud. But
For like the
oh,
one person watching, the person talking is my friend.
yeah. Can you at least hear me though? Clearly?
Yeah, I can hear you fine. I should probably lower my game or something though.
Okay. Yeah, you don't necessarily like. I can still lower. But the main problem was like your end of the volume. So all I had to do was just lower it to Discord, which thankfully is a feature on here. So
Yeah, thank God that's a feature on Discord, because, like, you know, everyone's got completely different microphones and stuff.
right, exactly. Different bit rate of receiving audio and all that. And so it's it's very convenient for having Discord do that, which makes the experience much more easier compared to like any other talking application or invoicing application.
God forbid using Zoom.
Oh, yeah. Never used it, but I can only imagine guiding through that.
I have no idea why teachers and stuff wanted to use it so badly. It's such a terrible platform.
I don't use Zoom. Whenever I talk to my therapist, they have their, actually for the longest time, they had the My Try video thing, but the audio and video was not working, so we decided to change it to use the, I think Outlook calendar. So like we set up videos there, or I think, hold up, I'm trying to remember what it was. I think it was like the Microsoft Meetings thing, I think. So that's what we used to just have a nice video events.
Sorry if I sound distracted. I am in fact playing Risk of Rain 2.
Oh, no, you don't have to worry. I just joined just to, give you company.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be probably doing stuff myself, so...
Very chill streaming time.
Yeah.
I'd also stream on Discord straight so you can see the game, but I'm already streaming on YouTube, so that would probably lag me out.
Yeah, I don't want to create too much of a hassle for you, but I can check it out. I gotta change my Opera GX sound notifications, or just sound effects.
Risk of Rain 2 is such a fun game. I love killing stuff.
Well, if you love killing stuff, there's always games like Doom. I don't know if you're aware of or familiar with that game or franchise. You're just basically just killing demons with a variety of weapons, mainly guns.
I actually played a Roblox knockoff of Doom. It is remarkably similar to the actual Doom game.
Yeah. The great thing about Doom is that, memes aside, you can literally integrate it into pretty much any kind of platform possible if you can play it.
I saw someone play it on a calculator.
Oh yeah, I've seen people play it, on like one of those like pregnant thermometers or whatever. I've seen people play it via powered by a bunch of tomatoes, or not tomatoes, but potatoes. And I've seen somebody use an Etch-a-Sketch playing Doom. So yeah, there's just a lot of ways to play the game, which is cool. Also, of course, there's like Doom WODs. Some very silly, others very
My house .wad.
Oh yeah, that you can be like horror-centric, and some kind of expand the game even more, like Google Doom, which is one of my favorite mods for a game of all time. It basically turns the dial-up for Doom's enjoyability to 100 because of the amount of things you can basically do in the settings you have in that mod. And it also makes it all the more gory. Basically like, a 90s version of the Doom 2016, but, I enjoy, on its own as is. And I did play that before I got to get my hands on Doom 2016 and the sequel, Doom Eternal. But yeah, it's a very fun experience.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you ever feel like just, having a good time blasting through hell, Doom's definitely a game for you. Now, I haven't, played Doom for therapeutic reasons so much. That's where Postal 2 comes in hand, whenever I feel like homicidal, or it's like I'm really angry, so I can play Postal, because it's like one of those games where it's like, I can release my anger without harming actual people or things. So it makes me feel better that way. And, you know, most of the times that I put my time in Postal 2 was when I was having terrible days. I don't know if you have any games or media like that where it's like it's your form of venting off your anger like that.
Not quite. I know I have some games that are like that for me, but I don't quite remember the titles. Well, I guess Risk of Rain 2 does that for me sometimes now. But it used to be Overwatch for me, I believe.
Overwatch? Oh, I didn't know you played that.
Yeah, I played the original Overwatch on, like, my Xbox.
Oh, that's... Okay, now that takes me back. When you mentioned Overwatch on Xbox.
Yeah.
Well, if I knew you had experience in playing games like Overwatch, then shit, I guess Team Fortress 2 doesn't seem like that alien of a concept. Except,
yeah.
You know, obviously they're different games. Like, yes, there are both class-based shooters, but, you know, as a TF2 fan myself, and a little biased, like, the game is far more, like, you know, expanded in terms of what you can do with classes. Like, despite having, like, only 9... classes in Team Fortress 2, there are like different ways you can play the game in ways that, you know, you wouldn't expect would work so well. That's, you know, the joy of the game. Compared to like with Overwatch, where it's like, okay, we got this new hero out, this is how the meta works, then, you know, a few weeks or months, it's like people get used to it, they know the ults, they know the abilities, and it's like it's back to the grind. Which was, you know, one of my biggest critiques when it came to Overwatch, and that it lacked variety with the characters and with the heroes that you played. It's like, while they were cool on their own, it's like, you kind of you understand the meta and what the gameplay's going to be like over time. It's like, you know what's going to happen. Compared to like a batshit clusterfuck that is Team Fortress 2, where you could see people, you know, like shooting guns, or lobbing, like throwing bombs at you, or seeing someone wielding, like, or going demo night full force with swords and shields and whatnot, and, you know, whatever else, you know, at play. Like, that's kind of the joy about, you know, having interchangeability with your characters, is that there isn't just one way to play it, there's a variety of different ways to play, which is why I enjoy Team Fortress 2 more than I did Overwatch.
Yeah. You know, like, I pretty much played just Overwatch, but it sounds like Team Fortress 2 would be a lot more fun than what Overwatch was. I mean, especially considering that, you know, Overwatch, they were constantly changing the balance of the game over and over again.
Yeah.
It was so annoying.
Yeah, and that's the reason why, like, the main reason why I enjoy Overwatch is because it's, like, Overwatch, well, it can be fun. It's one of those games where it's like, it prioritizes competition over fun, which to me is an automatic death sentence for a multiplayer experience. Anytime you have a game that focuses more about being competitive, it's like you're already secluding a lot of, or you're gatekeeping a lot of people to enjoy your game. That's why I couldn't get into games like League of Legends. It's like, yeah, it's a cool concept on its own, albeit a concept that Riot Games stole, but, you know, it's, like, when you get into it, it's like you start to realize it's like, it's gonna be really fun compared to, like, some other games that utilize the same play style.
It's like, it's like, but the competitive thing is like, you know, there's always going to be a competitive scene to any game and stuff, But
Right.
when like the people who make the game force it to be competitive, that's when it just loses all interest.
Exactly. And that, yeah, that's the thing I'm getting at. Like, there's nothing wrong with having a competitive scene. The problem is when they over prioritize that competitive scene. Like, I know, Valve wanted to add like the Meet Your Match update, where it was basically a competitive way to play Team Fortress 2. But the thing was, it's like, while that game mode personally I don't think is that great, especially if you have to pay, like, you can't even play it for free. You have to pay like a $30 ticket in order to get to play the competitive scene. So, but even in that case, you don't. It's like it's not like over prioritizing the rest of the game. You can still boot up Team Fortress 2 and play a casual match or play custom matches and do a bunch of stuff. And another thing I love so much about Team Fortress 2 is that there are a lot of custom games you can play. And one of my favorite being versus Saxton Hale or Free Fortress 2, where it's basically 30 members of the team, red team, fighting a very powerful boss. And basically, it's like you either have to kill the boss in time, or the boss has to kill everybody else, or you have to survive a certain amount of time and tap a point in order to win. And you know, for the longest time, that was the game that was the game mode for me, and that was how I met a lot of friends on Steam.
That actually reminds me of a gameplay that I made when Overwatch first allowed us to customize gameplay, where I literally just one of the people would be a super powered Mei, and everyone else just had to fight her to the death.
Yeah,
and I called it Defeat the Ice Queen.
Yeah, that's pretty much what Free Fortress was, or Back vs. Saxton Hale. Like you're basically having a bunch of players on one team fight or try to kill the other more powerful, godlike character. And I think Overwatch did have a game mode like that, but obviously it just didn't have the same kind of hit. But also, what character did you main at that time?
Well, it was Mei, of course. Everyone hated me for it, but she was my favorite character.
I guess it's kind of like a Pyro situation. It's like, you know, people hate you for playing it, but it's like, they give you that class for a reason. And Pyro, he's like the flamer class for Team Fortress 2. Basically, if you want to play a class where it's like you don't necessarily have to aim because you have a flamethrower, so it's like kind of the purpose of having a gun. But granted, you do have a shotgun as secondary, so you can point and aim and shoot if you want. But there's also, like, you know, secondary stuff like a scorch shot or basically a flare gun. There's a variety of flare guns to use. And
see, that's the thing about Mei, is that you still have to aim and stuff. It's not easy playing Mei, actually. People just hate it because when you're slowed down in gameplay, it's very frustrating.
Exactly.
Even though it's actually pretty fairly balanced.
Right. It's like the thing with the Pyro, because it's like, yeah, getting set on fire is fucking annoying, because it's like, not only does it reveal spies, which are like the infiltrator class that go invisible in disguise and stab sentries and stuff. You know, fire can definitely, you know, make you more visible, but it can also deteriorate your, takes down your health over time, because, well, you're fucking burning, of course you're gonna, you know, lose health. But, you know, another thing about it is that when you, there's a special alt fire that you can press with the right mouse button, and it's a air blast, and basically you can use that to shoot projectiles right back at the player or any specific targeted player. Like, let's say you're playing Soldier or Demo Man, which are both classes that use explosives. If you were to, let's say if somebody was shooting a rocket or a demo man that called kills, which are basically the explosives they use at me as a pyro, I could basically air blast that directly at them or someone else, and it could, you know, be technically, it's automatically a critic, you know, explosive back at the enemy. And, you know, it's funny because a lot of people get upset at that because, you know, it's like a self-defense mechanism against, you know, explosive projectiles, but obviously those are the better ones. The only exception would be like bullets, but any other slower projectiles you can like dodge right, or not dodge, but you can deflect right at. And it's funny because, you know, there's like a meme within the Team Fortress community where it's like people hate with the whole air blasting thing because not only can you deflect projectiles at people, you can also air blast people off of certain platforms or where they're standing. And a lot of things, or the thing that a lot of pyro players do is troll people by basically air blasting them off of high cliffs and stuff where there is like or in any maps where there are cliffs available, so it makes it for more of a funny gameplay mechanic. So basically what Lucio does in Overwatch, where he blasts people off of certain ledges, but that's basically what Pyro does with air blast. He can deflect hits or projectiles, but he can also air blast people or like enemy teams off certain places. It's like, you know, part of the fun is playing Pyro, but also how he can also be very annoying as a class. But that's, you know, the joy of it. But obviously you can work around that. Like, sure, it can be annoying when you're dealing with a player that knows how to play Pyro, but there are obviously ways to counter that, right? Like, you know, that aren't always as direct. But yeah, if you have, like, you know, knowing that you have prior experience to Overwatch, I don't see how Team Fortress 2 is that. Honestly, I don't see much difficulty if it makes sense of getting right into it.
Well, then I guess after I'm done with this Risk of Rain run, I could probably get Team Fortress 2 and pivot to that. I'm pretty sure there's only like 2 people watching the stream, so I don't think it should matter that much.
Yeah, it's up to you. Like, they have like the basic training tutorials in the game, but obviously there's also certain things they don't teach you in the game, unfortunately, because like there's 2 different ways to play like classes in Team Fortress 2. There's like the standard way of doing it, of playing the classes, but then there's like the advanced way, which was basically thinking outside of the box and using the environments and your class in ways that you normally wouldn't play the game, or at the very least, you know, something that, you know, it would take a few tries to understand how it works. Like, for instance, Soldier, the class where you have a rocket launcher as your main weapon, you can basically use that to, you know, blow up people, but you can also use it to get around the map via rocket jumping. So basically,
I think there was a similar thing in Overwatch where you could do that.
Oh yeah, I've tried that too, but, you know, to some varying degrees of success. But it basically works as you'd expect. You basically jump first and crouch and shoot at your feet and try to direct yourself to where you're going. Of course, in order to like successfully strafe, you don't need to like hold down any particular directional button so much. Though you could use like slight, you could like press the key slightly to go where you might want to. But basically, like with rocket jumping or even hill jumping, sometimes that I do with Demo Man, you can use explosives to jump to specific points to get farther distances than say with other classes, and it definitely helps, especially seeing how Soldier is one of the more slower classes, unless you're like heavy, which is, you know, the name says itself. The name speaks for itself, but yeah, there's definitely ways to get around the maps and stuff with certain loadouts and ways to play. but I guess that also depends on what class would speak to you the most or seems most interesting, or, you know, I guess fits within your playstyles.
I'm not gonna lie, based on what you're telling me so far, I'm probably gonna end up playing Pyro.
I mean, I'm not necessarily surprised, seeing how Pyro is very versatile as a class, but at the same time, a lot of furries play Pyro too. So it's like, I see a lot of like cosmetics of Pyro in the most furry-esque outfits possible, and I see a lot of query activity, to say the least, and Pyros doing things to each other in like playful manner in the game. So yeah, I think it makes sense. But at the same time, you know, yeah, it's obviously a very versatile, you know, class to use. And definitely a good class if you want to annoy people.
I never tried to annoy people on purpose as May, but I guess being decent at the game just kind of does that to people in Overwatch.
Yeah, it's pretty much a given when you're just good at a particular class. So, or my personal favorite is playing Sniper, and let's say, for instance, like, you know, obviously the name speaks for itself, but it's like when you're playing as Sniper, you like basically like you don't get instant headshots. You have to charge that shit up. So basically, like how Widowmaker is in Overwatch, you have to charge your shots up in order for it to get more damage. However, with Sniper, it's like much more deadly because, you know, not even a fully charged shot aimed at the head can wipe out like 3 or 4 of the 9, or 4 out of the 9 classes in one go. Because, you know, there's like, each class has its own varying health and speeds and whatnot, but, you know, a good aimed shot to the head will take out a scout, an engineer, I think a medic. I'm trying to think what else. A spy too, and also sniper. Spy and sniper, scout, they have an engineer have 125 HP, whereas medic is 150, and the usual, like the no charge shot, I think is 150 damage. So you can basically pop those guys right off, which is very good because obviously the medics are very crucial within the game. They're the ones that can provide the health and also give uber charges, which are basically tools of which the uber are basically uber guns that basically give people brief invulnerability to their, like, to whoever is receiving the healing and the charge. Though these uber guns can vary in different selections as well, what benefits you can get from it. But, you know, everyone loves medics, but people don't really like to play medic. I'm so happen to be an exception. I'm one of those people. It's like, I'm going to give these people help because I am a decent human being most of the time. Unless you're a piece of shit medic where it's like you're healing the enemy spy, basically backstabbing and letting everybody else get killed by that spy. I've seen, look, I have seen some grifter medics and other classes. Like, as somebody who's played this game for a long time, it's like, that's also a thing. And it's, you know, it's unfortunate you don't get to see that same kind of like, even though it is obviously annoying, it's unfortunate you don't see those similar mechanics in like something like Overwatch, because it adds more variety to the game.
The spy seems interesting to me, like the idea of being able to sneak around and stuff. That seems really fun.
Oh, it is, especially when you're sneaking around like high-value targets and you take them out. A backstab, which can basically one-shot every class, regardless of their health. But the only time you can't backstab them is when they're invulnerable or invincible, and in the sniper's case, they have like a shield that protects them, and it has to be like a specific shield, like Razorback that it prevents one backstab, but other than that, you're basically defenseless after that. But other than that, yeah, you can easily backstab people from once you get an advantage. The fucked up part, though, is that a backstab isn't the only way to one-shot people via using the backstab mechanic. There's a thing called trick stabs, or face stabs, where spies can basically abuse the system of the hitboxes, and you could basically backstab people from their sides or even near their faces due to some fucked up, interlooping of the hitboxes and the, I guess, server connection. But it's basically just a manipulation of the hitboxes in the game, and it can make for some funny gameplay, but it can also make for some obviously exploitative practices that Valve has yet to fix because if it involves mind. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Or in their case, if it's broke, don't fix it because it's more fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen some spy mains just abuse the fuck out of the trick stabbing mechanics in that game. It's fun, but also, like, if you're on the enemy team, or like on the opposing team, it's not fun for anybody. Like, seeing a pro spy main.
Oh, my siblings are asking me to go do the dishes, but I won't do it right away.
Oh. Yeah.
I won't do it right now because I'm very close to like doing some stuff.
Yeah, just don't get in trouble with your moms.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like seeing a pro spy main is not something you want to see. I must say that, at least when you're on the opposite team of that spy main.
Mm-hmm. Certainly not.
What else? I don't know if you've seen like the Meet the Team animations yet. But
I heard there was some secret thing down here.
I'm sure it won't be, hard to find like specific class and subclasses within the game. But the ones I've played the most are Engineer, Spy, Sniper, Demo Man being my top one because, I love me some black drunken Scottish man wielding a sword and shield.
Yeah.
But,
Demo Knight.
Yeah. Or, Demo Knight TF2, as they say. But,
oh
yeah,
god.
Yeah. Demo Knight is just one of my favorite subclasses because of how, versatile it can be in the movement across the battlefield. But it's also a risk because it's like, obviously you're bringing a sword to a gunfight or a rocket fight or energy weapon fight, I guess. So it really depends on what you're going up against. It's more of like an ambush class or subclass, really. But yeah, it can definitely come in handy when it's versus Saxon Halo in Greek Fortress. It is so satisfying to collect, players' heads. Be a game, you can go faster and get more health, so that's always good. What else? There is the heavy, the guy that wields the minigun. Pretty intimidating force on his own since he has the most health and wielding a minigun on foot. But you could also basically become a bit more of a faster, harder target with specific gloves, like the gloves of running urgency, I believe it's called, where it basically gives you like speed boost but at the cost of some health per second. So it's like you gotta be aware of that. And also it deals less damage compared to your normal fist. Oh, that reminds me, I forgot to mention, there is this thing in Team Fortress 2 called random crits, which I don't know if you're aware of or have heard about, but basically, like, depending on what weapon you hold or have on you, you can deal random crits that can do a ridiculous amount of damage to the enemy. It's basically 3 times the amount what the normal weapon would usually output, but it's, you know, critted, and it can be it could be a pretty fucking experience depending on who's on what end. But the thing is, though, those random crits aren't really random when you really think about it. It's mainly like a 60 to 40 chance when it comes to, say, certain items, like especially melee weapons. Holy shit, melee and random crits. Unless, you know, you're the spy, which in that case, you know, you don't necessarily need random crits because, you know, you can backstab people. You know. But yeah, just something to watch out for. Like, if it looks like you have a high dosage of health and you're fighting somebody that is low on health, but you get one shot at one point, it could possibly be a chance of a random crit.
Damn.
Yeah, and that's been of a growing...
Give me 1 second.
Alright.
What? Okay, I'm back. My
Oh,
mom was
okay.
asking me what cake I wanted for my birthday.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah, since it's in September. I turned 19.
What day is it? September?
Huh?
What
It's
day?
September 7th.
Ah. Alright. We'll keep that in mind.
I'm really bad at remembering birthdays.
I used to not remember mine for a while.
Same here. It took me a while to actually remember when my birthday was. I used to have to, like, look it up.
Yeah, it's just one of those things you start to learn. Kind of, get adjusted to without any additional support, as goes with anything. Trying to remember where we left off. We were talking about
I'm gonna
brand
have an ungodly amount of items.
for your birthday, or no? You're talking about that day.
Yeah. My birthday is probably gonna... No. My dad said the PC's for Christmas. Birthday, I don't know. Maybe I'll get a bike.
Hey, at least you are getting something for your birthday.
Yeah, I mean, the thing with birthdays in my house is that if I want something, I have to ask for it, or I won't get anything.
Okay, I mean, I see where that logic comes from, but at the same time, it's like, you think for a birthday you want to give somebody maybe a little surprise. You know, I guess in your household, it's like, I guess it's more like, okay, if you want something, you gotta ask, so that way it's easier for us to understand what you want. Which, to me, I think that does make more sense, because it's like, it's more convenient to be asking, it's like, I want X to be given on my birthday, and it's like, alright, it makes more sense than given Y on something that you may or may not like. But then again, entirely it doesn't necessarily matter. Some people do these things.
I mean, that's why my family does it that way, because, you know, it would really suck to waste a lot of money on something that somebody doesn't want, you know?
Exactly. So in that aspect, that's very understandable. Though, you know, if you lived in like a Jehovah's Witness household where they don't believe in birthdays, it's like, yeah, we're not gonna give you anything because that's showing appreciation to one person, and we care about Jesus more than our own flesh and blood. Even though at the same time we'll also have anniversaries for you, which is no different. So yeah, it's you know, the thing about Christians and their contrary beliefs and things, even for Jehovah's Witnesses, it's like we're not gonna do birthdays because it's celebrating one person, and also because, like, and I shit you not, this is the reason why they do this, because some girl in ancient times, not even historically speaking, but during this, I think, in the Bible, she asked for the head of one of the saints for her birthday, and that's the reason why they don't want to celebrate birthdays, because this one bitch decided to be like, yeah, I want this dude's head on a silver platter. It's like, wow, that's not gonna fuck up a whole generation of kids now, is it?
I mean,
But it's also,
to be fair, in ancient times, you were probably thinking, yeah, people do this all the time.
I understand, but modernly speaking, that's pretty dumb. Even, I guess, even for ancient times, I don't see how anyone could come to that particular logic. I mean, I get it. People back then didn't necessarily, like, logic wasn't something that was always, you know, open for open for public discussion or open for people in that particular.
My, like, thought was, like, it probably had to do with, like, two feuding families or something, where it's like, oh yeah, for my birthday, bring me my family's enemy's head. You know?
Maybe?
Because that was like a huge problem back in the day where people would be fighting each other because for their families or whatever, because somebody did something and then it becomes like a generational feud.
I might give that to you.
Stuff.
I might give you that for the ancient argument. But as far as like modern standards goes, I don't see how that's ever like, yeah, this is totally okay. Like, I'm not expecting every parent to give their child something on their birthday every single birthday, but at the very least, it's like, if you're gonna say you're gonna give them a gift, give them something that they're gonna remember instead of be like, we're gonna give you this gift, which is, you know, food or whatever. It's like, we give you gifts every day, which is basically nothing. So it's like, it's not really a gift when it's something that's like, you know, you could scoff off so easily. It's like, yeah, I appreciate
like entirely just a me thing, but like the cake and ice cream and like eating my favorite foods and stuff, I consider that part of the gift. So that's why I'm not really mad whenever there isn't a gift, you know?
Oh yeah, I understand that. It's just, it's not so much that makes me upset. It's more of the idea that they say, oh, we'll get you something, but they don't give you something. Now, if they give you like a surprise of food, like, yeah, that's still a grateful thing. I'm not arguing that. It's just the idea that they think, them saying, it's like, well, we can give you gifts all the time. You don't need birthdays for that. It's just them making an excuse that they're not going to give you anything.
Oh, yeah.
That's my problem. Like, for the longest time, it's like, well, you should give me something that isn't food related. Anymore, me, it's like, I don't give a shit. You give me something, you give me something. I'm not gonna argue too much. Like, yeah, it's gonna, like, yeah, it would be great if it was something I wanted, but it's like, I'm not expecting that. Birthday or it's just when you sit telling somebody, it's like, we'll give you something, we'll give you a present or whatever, and it's you're not planning on doing that. It's like, you're just basically you're basically destroying any dreams that child might have in the future, because you know they're not going to keep that in their mind for long, because it's like more of a future thought, not the present thought.
Mm-hmm. No, I just died, so do you want to see me try to do TF2?
Sure. Hold up. I have to load this. I'm probably gonna have to turn down the volume again.
Okay, I need to actually get TF2 first.
That's alright. Alright. But yeah, the thing about birthdays, it's like, I don't get shit. And honestly, at this point, I don't really expect people to give me shit, because it's like, nobody's forced to. It's a nice, generous thought, but it's like, I'm not demanding it. Like, I'll take what I can. If somebody decides to give me, like, some half-eaten dog toy or whatever, it's like, thanks. At the very least, you gave me something. You thought about me, so I'll take that for what it is.
I mean, for me, I'd be like, oh, it's okay, I guess, but, like, maybe you should, like, I don't know, ask me what I want before giving me a gift, because, you know.
Well, obviously, like, if it's something that's not really, like, considered something that's worth keeping, though I guess that is subjective, like, people define of what is worthy of it, gift worthy or not, but, you know, yeah, like, I'd at least expect something maybe a little bit more, or at least ask, or maybe, you know, what if somebody would want or something, just to make it easier.
It's taking a while to download. I'll just...
Oh yeah, it's gonna take time, because, you know, updates, hats, or cosmetics, localization files. It's I'm sorry, I'm
What
just
should I
laughing
do
at
in the
this.
meantime while it's downloading?
I don't know.
I have
I'm just look.
the Steam games in my library that I already have downloaded are The Binding of Isaac, Cattails, Placid Plastic Duck Simulator, Plants vs. Zombies, Wall World, it, you know, Milk Outside a Bag of Milk Outside of a Bag of Milk, and The Crown of Leaves, as well as The Risk of Rain 2, which I just played.
It's up to you what you're willing to play at the time. How much? I forget how. I forget how much time it takes to download TF2. How much do you have on you for like the download time?
I don't know about time, but it's like 28%, and there's like, it's not going to take that long.
Okay, so it's not as long as I was expecting. Okay.
Yeah, my laptop's really good.
Well, that's good to have. I forget how powerful your laptop is.
Yeah, it's a gaming laptop, so it's kind of built to handle stuff.
Yeah.
I'm giving Task Manager and close some tabs. It's heating up a little bit.
Looking through like furry artist Twitter reminds me of how much people just do not know how to draw sharks
Man,
or any non-mammalian creature.
I used to be like, how on earth are you supposed to draw an anthro snake? And then I kind of just realized that, like, oh wait, snakes kind of actually have a very specific body shape, even when they have, like, arms and legs and stuff.
Or you want to know what makes snakes so much more easier to draw when it comes to animals? They're just noodles with heads and fangs. You don't need to
Yeah,
draw arms. You don't have to draw legs. You don't have to draw these intricate body details. You just draw a scaly line with a head. That's the joy about snakes.
it's not
And you
letting
can
me close Microsoft Edge. Oh my god. Okay, finally
Hmm?
closed. I was trying to close
Oh.
Microsoft Edge to free up memory on my computer.
Oh. There is a way to delete Microsoft Edge manually, of course. It takes a few technical steps to get there, but once you remove it, it'll certainly save up space. I don't know what Microsoft was thinking of having an application that nobody uses to fill up space on your computer.
That's literally like Microsoft's whole thing, is just having a bunch of programs that do literally nothing running in the background. I'm pretty sure, like,
I
Bill
know.
Gates has been caught saying that he doesn't think people need, like, more than, like, an extremely small amount of memory. And it's just like, what the fuck? What the actual fuck?
I know, I know, but even with something like Microsoft Paint, there's some value to it. I do not see the value in having Edge on your computer
There's one
at all.
value of to having Microsoft Edge in your computer. Do you want to know what it is?
What is it?
Downloading Firefox.
Yeah, but I can do that without it. I could do that on Internet Explorer, Chrome, Opera. I don't
Well, when
necessarily
you first
need
get your laptop,
need.
you need to do that through Microsoft Edge.
Oh, oh. Oh, hey, that actually is kind of right because when I had my laptop, um, I think for the time it did only have Microsoft Edge, and I think it was like originally Windows 10, but I upgraded to Windows 11 just for the experience, just to see what it was like. It's the only place I have Windows 11 on there. Not necessarily my kind of Windows OS, but I just keep it on there on my laptop since I don't use it that much. But
I
yeah, I
got
think
Linux on my school laptop instead of Windows, and never felt better.
hey, if it works, it works.
Specifically, I got Linux Mint, which is really good. It's like a really good operating system. It's honestly perfect, except for one small detail.
Hmm.
Nobody makes their programs to run on Linux Mint.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that can be a problem.
So that's why I use it for school specifically, because the stuff I need to use for school, I can use it on Linux
Yeah,
Mint.
I'm not gonna lie. Like Windows as an operating system is not that great. Like looking at it perspective through my own perspective as a Windows user because there's so much stuff you have to tweak, fix, and all this other stuff that should have been dealt with by the developers of the OS themselves, but it's like you have to do second maintenance for these guys, basically free labor for them. It's like the only reason why I have Windows right now is because, the availability of certain programs. And as a matter of fact, I would have not upgraded to Windows 10 had it not been for certain programs that were compatible on that particular OS. Because for the longest time, I was a Windows 7 user, but then, there were certain games and programs, so it's like I couldn't use them without using Windows 10. It's like, fuck it, then might as well upgrade since they're basically gatekeeping me from the very programs I want using.
Yeah, that's the thing that I hate about the ways that they're doing things right now with like programs and stuff. Every time there's like some new breakthrough in like being able to operate on a computer or whatever, they
Like I
just
understand.
slash and burn everything. They just use up everything. They make these massive fucking files, these massive fucking programs that do nothing and but fill up space and make your computer slower. And it's like,
Like,
oh, you have a problem with that? Buy more RAM.
yeah, and I understand like on a corporate perspective why they do this. It's cheaper that way, and not to mention it's like they don't have to put in so much time developing new updates or software for the previous versions, but at the same time, it's like you could make this stuff backwards compatible if you wanted to. You
See,
could just make this easier for your user base. You have the technology, you have the power, you just choose not to do it.
See,
That's why
that's the thing.
oh,
It's
go on.
actually easier for people to make programs and stuff that are backwards compatible. The people who say that it's difficult to make stuff backwards compatible are liars.
Right. That's why I find the whole argument of people like when it comes to especially PlayStation, um, they try their hardest to justify to not wanting to make backwards compatible games for their latest, platform. Like right now it's PS5. It's like yeah, it's like they have done that for some games, but still, it's like you have to buy like the remastered edition of the remaster of a specific game, or it's like, no, we can't have this backwards compatible because of this, and this reason. Meanwhile, Xbox is like, here's a game we made like 20 years ago in full resolution that you can play on the same console as the newer gen stuff. It's like obviously I know they're different platforms, different engineering, but it's like you can apply that same type of method to your own games. There is no excuse to not do that. And yet Sony fans are just like, well, no, you gotta play it on here. It's the best fucking console. It's like, no, it's not. If you're having to play something that is limiting your experience to play a game and interact with other people across other platforms, objectively, that is not a better experience. You are hindering your audience that way. Not to mention, why would I bother buying a PlayStation 5 when I'm gonna have those same games be on the Steam store? It's just that's pretty much the reason why I stopped buying fucking consoles to begin with, because what's the point in buying all these accessories and all these consoles if they're just going to be in the game, or the game's going to be on the platform like Steam a few years later, or even less than that. It's like, fuck this. It's much more easier that way. But yeah, it's like people making the argument that, oh, PlayStation 5 can't do this because of this reason is bullshit. It's bullshit for PlayStation to keep making that excuse that they can't make backwards compatible games of their older products, even though they really can. It's been done before.
Yeah, it's like really, really, really dumb. Like, the real reason why they do all this stuff is obviously for the money.
Exactly. Because, you can't really get, like, Sony's not going to get that much money if their stuff is, like, backwards compatible and, playable across, or cross-playable across other platforms, because then at that point, people will realize it's like, hey, I don't really need to buy a PlayStation when I could play it on a platform that is objectively better. So, yeah, I can see why people do that. I can see why Xbox for the longest time used to do that with some of their exclusives. But even they're like, we could put the games that we had in our catalog on PC. It's not that big of a deal because it's like, then again, they make billions of dollars a year. So I don't think it really matters to them. But I guess, hell, it doesn't even matter for Sony. It's just they decide to make stupid business decisions. Business decisions that really don't make that sense when you look into it. So, yeah, that's just the thing with companies. Some make good decisions with their products, others make really fucking shitty decisions with their products. So,
like Clip Studio Paint, who keeps dropping the ball. They don't understand their audience. By the way, Team Fortress 2 finished. Baby.
Oh, that's good. Oh, how are you gonna go at this? Because I'm kind of sickeningly curious. Oh, another thing I have to say is that maybe it's just the stream itself, but it's kind of delayed a little bit, like audio and stuff. I think it's just the audio.
Just the audio?
Okay. Like when I hear myself talking on like your stream, it's way delayed, like by a few 10 or 20 seconds or so.
Man, what the hell is wrong with this? I'm talking about Team Fortress 2. There's something wrong with this, man.
Oh yeah, I've noticed.
Is it buggy?
The stream or the game?
The game.
No, I don't notice anything. Well, I mean, I guess it depends on what you consider buggy, because sometimes bugginess is kind of like typical Source engine stuff, like the skipping or re-looping of audio, which is a thing that is going to be very common. I'm just letting you know that right now.
Okay, that's what I was talking about. Not like unplayable buggy, but like buggy,
There will be some hiccups, but it's nothing. Like, thankfully with Team Fortress 2, despite as old as it is very compatible with a lot of different systems. So you could basically play this on a fucking potato if you wanted to. Or the highest end PC possible. That's the wonder of Team Fortress 2. Or just Source games, really. If that's something I will give Valve. They definitely know how to make their games compatible with any fucking PC. Oh, I forgot to mention, you can import sprays. You can import your own personal images or sprays as long as you fit a specific dimension with it. You can also make animated sprays too, and there's like tutorials for that. So if you ever wanted to make your own custom sprays or whatever, you can certainly do that. And yes, that includes stuff that can be lewd or offensive. That's the free range of custom sprays, and I will tell you, you will come across a variety of sprays on Team Fortress 2. Although most of them are pretty much distractions against the other team to basically try to get a quick kill.
Mm-hmm.
But it can be a lot of stuff.
What are the size of the dimensions that it has to be?
Oh, it doesn't say. Yeah, unfortunately, it doesn't necessarily give you dimension details. But if I remember, I'll check this up right now. Let's see. Says for Team Fortress 2, all sprays must be no larger than 512 gigabytes size-wise, or they won't show up in the game.
Okay.
Well, I hope that is of use. There is obviously different dimensions you can go for too. I'm trying to remember, like there's varying degrees. 512 by 512 is usually like the standard. You can go lower, but that's like usually like if you want to get the higher definition of your sprays in that degree, that's what you could go for.
Oh man.
Yeah, I know.
I can't seem to be able to import the one that I want to import.
Is it too big?
No, it's the right size. It's 199 kilobytes.
Okay. Is it? It might be a formatting issue. So you might need to, like, normally I think JPEGs do work since it says so on the screen, but I think you might have to like enhance maybe the image a bit via, I don't know, paint.net or even hold up. I'm trying to remember BTF Edit. That's like a program you can use to pretty much edit your image or GIF spray to make it compatible for a specific game. But I don't know. Actually, how do you want? Do you want me to? Do you want to send the image in particular through my Discord, and I could fix it on my end? Yeah, you can just send it on my DMs. I can see if I can.
If changing it to a BMP file might work, but I'll send it to you. Just give me a second.
Yeah. Okay. I will download this and I will see what I can do. I can send two different file types. I can send this into a more compressed version to make it fit with the game's resolution. But I can, if that doesn't work, I can do it with VTF Edit.
Okay.
So at least that way it can make it more easier. Okay, not bad, not bad.
He's probably not gonna join, but I'm gonna invite him anyways. Oh god. I'm inviting my friend Oz, even though I know that he won't join, just because
Show or someone else.
Oz is a friend of mine. You haven't heard or seen him yet.
Okay.
I just like being annoying.
Understandable. Oh my god, it has been so long since I've used this program, I don't even know what flags to put under this to click on. Hold up. Actually,
Damn, I
uh,
just joined and I already have items. Okay, cool.
oh yeah, you're gonna get free items for certain things. Also, actually, I need two monitors. I swear to God, I really don't, because, I'm not white and rich enough to afford these luxuries. But, um, yeah, you're going to get some crates and cases that require keys to unlock. And unfortunately, this is where the loot box grind comes in. If you are somebody that has an addiction or gambling problem, I highly implore you do not be a part of that system of opening crates. But if you are somebody who doesn't mind spending your money on crates or getting random RNG on items, by all means, do as you please. But like depending on what you get, you may get some cool items. You may not get some cool items. You might get some weapons. Though the thing about weapons is you don't have to buy them. You can getting weapons in the game, you can basically get them by drops. And thankfully, within a certain amount of time you play, you do get drops pretty frequently with weapons. It's just cosmetics, you rarely get them. You'd have to, like, in order to really obtain the stuff quicker, would be to buy them through the Steam marketplace and not the shop where you see on your the menu. That's where it leads you to the Manco store. And that's the place where it's like you don't like that's not the place you should buy stuff like on a regular. That's only where you should buy stuff where it's like if it's like if you cannot find it on the marketplace, then that or at least that's cheap, you can go to the shop for that. But
Damn.
yeah. But there's a variety of ways to monetize or buy stuff in Team Fortress 2, which, it's good. It's good that way. There's a variety of ways to access certain things. You can also craft items like cosmetics or weapons too, depending on certain drops you get. So that's also pretty cool. Okay. Um,
If I just if I did that.
hmm?
Nothing. Nothing.
Clearly you're
I'm
saying
totally not doing anything suspicious here.
right. Um, okay. I will save this in here. Um, okay, I am going to send the files through on DMs. Hope I don't see why there wouldn't be any reason the VTF wouldn't go through. These should be compatible for to go through on Steam, or at the very least, just to use for any source games that imports um any particular uh files of that kind. And if the VTF doesn't work, I can check through it again to look at the sprays.
Okay.
But, the right sized file should do just fine. It doesn't have to be VTF files.
Yeah, it worked. Wait, let me see if I can get another one on here.
So it does work?
Yeah, the VTF works.
Okay, good, good. Excellent. So yeah, my suggestion is that if the resolution of the image is too big, regardless of the kilobyte size, you might need to reduce it to like 5 by 12 width and height of the image itself, just to make it sure it can be readable in the game.
Hmm.
So yeah, I don't know if I think what I was reading was basically just one part of the solution. I forgot to probably add the other 5 by 12 diameters.
Let's start training since I don't know anything about
Oh,
TF2.
goodness. Do you want me to be part of the game itself? Do you want me to like interact so it could be like, I don't know, like I guess an in-game learning experience?
Sure. I mean, it would be fun.
Hold up, I gotta let my cat
I think
out
it would
again.
be funnier if we just joined a game together and, like,
Y-
skip movie.
Oh yeah, the skip movies. There is a way to have those films skipped or whatever, but oh my goodness, there's just so much moving parts in the game. But
What's the
okay.
HUD 3D character? Yeah. I don't want it. Oh, damn,
Uh,
rocket launcher. I know how to do that stuff. I know these basics. I just want to get to the shooty fight stuff.
oh, you want to
Easy.
go straight to the action? Um, well, in that case, you can exit the training mode here. You can click escape and then leave the server
Okay.
if you want, or you just want to,
Oh, yeah, that's right.
put a
I need to invite you, right?
well, I'd have to. I mean, yeah, you can send an invite. It would actually make it much more easier because at least that way. Um, but before you send the invite, I gotta get some stuff sorted out. I just
Hmm.
have a bunch of I have a bunch of porn on my tabs, so I have to send those in the right files. I'm not gonna, fuck around and say, "Oh, I'm doing something important." It's like, no, not really. Just putting away porn because I am a horny individual. Okay.
Man, I sure do hope none of the younger audience that watches my animations is watching the stream at this particular moment. That would be embarrassing.
Oh, certainly. We wouldn't want to have that at all. Let's see.
No, I don't think it's that bad. It's not like you're saying anything weird.
Oh, I know, I know. I was just, being sarcastic.
Yeah.
Let's see. Hmm. Oh, question. Would it be straight for a man to hook up with a transgender person that has boobs but also a penis?
I feel like it's irrelevant.
Oh, I know it's irrelevant. I'm just saying, like, if somebody was really questioning their sexuality, do you think it would matter in that case? Because to the way I see it, it's like, yeah, there's this person does
If you
have.
think it's gay, it's gay. If you think it's straight, it's straight.
I mean, I don't know. To me, I don't see it as gay because it's like they're a different gender, or it's like it's not a gender that meets to the same, or the sex doesn't meet to the same degree to like male or female. So yeah, I guess you could say it goes both ways that way. But personally, I don't see it as gay. Unless somebody wants to make it that way, I suppose. But to me, I don't see it as like gay objectively, or at least in biological factors, if that makes sense.
See, because, like, to me, it's never been about biology, like, ever. When I thought I was a lesbian, it was just like, oh, this person's looks like girl, and I look like girl. That make it gay?
Yeah. Or you
Okay.
could be like me, where it's like, I saw somebody, or I saw like a furry that looked like a woman, but upon second looking, it was actually a dude, and I was like, cool, guess I'm bi. And that was how I figured out that I might have been, uh, bi, or, part of the LGBTQ community, or at least in that particular space that day. Of course, you could do that even without being, gay, bi, pan, whatever.
Okay, I just invited you.
All right, I better turn down this volume on my headset though, because certain stuff's kind of getting a little loud. Nothing on your end, it's just I have to figure that out. All right, since I got that general smut out of the way, I will be joining you soon.
Awesome.
Okay. Oh, it's been so long since I've played this game. Well, actually, I think it's only been a few months, but I haven't joined in to see the new summer update. Oh, goodness. Where are you at currently in the game?
I'm not in any game right now. I'm
Hmm.
just kind of waiting for you to join the party first.
Well, we may need to set up a right, like, just to get things started out. We may need to set up going either to a server that has like, you know, no people available. Because to me, it makes it easier just to talk to somebody while, sorry, the music's playing.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. It's just easier to talk to people when other people aren't talking over you and shouting racial slurs against each other.
Oh, I turned off the voice chat thing.
Okay, well, I still think it'd probably be easier just to be in a game that's not overly hectic, but there's just room to breathe in. So,
So, should I go to casual or
don't go to casual. I will see if I can
should I
set up.
create my own server?
If you know, if you want, you can. I was gonna say I could do it myself, but if you want to set up a server on your own, that's fine by all means. So you are the group leader anyway.
Yeah. Axe Players 6. Should I put a server password or nah?
Um, I guess that really depends on. I mean, if you want it just to be a private server between people, sure, but you don't have to.
I'll just make it so that it's max 6 players.
All
That
right,
should be
and if you
fine,
want
right?
to, yeah, if you want to send that password, if it ever asks me for it, just, send it in my DMs.
No password. It's host name Goo Goo Gaga.
You know what? That's very appropriate name, honestly, for the things that will be ensued. This is a baby's first steps anyway.
Baby's first TF2.
Yep.
Oh man, it's taking
I
a while to
mean,
load.
there are a lot of kids that play this game too, so not technically incorrect.
Probably older than some people who play this game.
Oh yeah, there's some old folks too. Let's see. I forgot I've sold certain stuff too. Because it's like I used to have a lot more stuff because I played this game a lot, but since then I wanted to buy more games. So I sold certain things that I normally, don't have anymore. But, if I ever get money again, I just might, maybe open up a few boxes or just buy stuff on the market, since a lot of that stuff isn't that expensive, which is good.
Oh man, what should I play as first?
Wait, did you send, like, the invite to the server, or, like, did you wanna, I don't know how you're gonna have that
I don't know
set
how
up.
to send invite. I was guessing that you'd automatically join,
Hold
since
up.
we're in the
Let
same
me,
party.
can I... Matchmaking settings. Let's see, servers, friends. Refresh. Yeah, I don't... I do not see your server available. Or at least there's no way I can join. Hold on. Let me... Some fertile clicking. Hold on, what do we have here? New items, huh? Items of which I cannot purchase. Let's see. Let's see. I'm going to, see if I can set up this server here on TR Walkway. I'm gonna see if I can, maybe see if I can invite you there. If not, then I'll just have to look this up on the internet. Because honestly, I don't think I've ever set up a server where I had to have friends come in. I just usually join a public server with other people or other public custom servers.
I have no idea. How do I get you to join the same server?
I suppose you probably can't, like, invite me to that server since it's, like, a private one. Do you think,
It's not private. I just made a server
Wait.
called Gaga.
I could probably join your server via the IP address of that server. I know that sounds sus, but...
How do I find that?
Hold on.
What's the point of a party if you don't automatically join the same game?
I don't know, it's been a while since I've played this, so I don't know if there is like an easier way to set that up or not. Let's see. But I'm trying to remember. Let me look up in my web browser, which fun fact, I'm sure you already know that there is a you can access your web browser via Steam overlay. Let's see. Let's see. Hold up. No. Wait. They should be where normally the stuff is. Sorry, I was giving my mom directions. Okay, so if you wanted to figure out like what your server name was, host name, IP address, and all that, what you would do is you would go to your console and type in status, and it will give you the, you know, the details of the server itself.
For the game?
Like for the current server you're on, it will give you like, you know, host name, version,
Oh, you mean
IP.
like my actual IP address?
Yeah,
Well,
I know
I
it's
am streaming, so I don't
look,
think
I know.
that...
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. I'm.
Wait, let me
Okay,
just
this is better yet.
disconnect.
Actually, no. Or yeah, maybe
Yeah,
turn off the screen since you don't want to send any
I
personal info.
disconnected from the game. I'm pretty sure there can be an easier way for us to join the same game.
Okay,
Let me
well,
just look it up on.
I'm going to give you mine on my server. I don't think there'd be any way for it to prevent you to join here. I'm gonna send it through DMs, of course. So, oh, I forgot. To join a specific server based on like, based on which one you want to join, you usually put you type in the console server IP and then press submit once you have that IP set up. So give me a moment. Uh, I hate I hate this phone keyboard layout. It doesn't automatically
It
have the number
says
set up.
that being in the same party should automatically put us in the same game.
Are you sure that doesn't apply to like public servers? Because, this like it's a little different here with this. Hold on.
Let me promote you to party leader. Yeah,
What's
you're
this?
party leader now. Yeah, it says keep
Okay.
party members in the same team. I don't know.
Hmm. Actually, hold on. Maybe we don't exactly have to do the route I'm going for. Let me see if I can find one, or there's little to no one available. At least that way, um, you know, you don't have to, we don't have to deal with a bunch of other people. So, I'm going to connect. Are you guys joining right now?
Am I joining? No, it doesn't say I'm joining or anything.
Oh, so you guys aren't like joining the game itself, like into the server?
No, I don't see anything.
Um, okay, well, maybe wait until I get on there, and if it says to join or whatever, or maybe I could send it, or maybe in the friends list, if you see anything that says X orange map or whatever, I'm more than likely going to be on there, but I'll have to check first. That was the one that I found that didn't have anybody on there, so I thought, that seems like the best place to go
Yeah.
to do this privately, to show you the ropes around. But yeah, I just gotta download resources because this takes a while to load stuff in. Because,
Man,
source
I love
games.
how my live stream says I'm playing Risk of Raid 2 and we're trying to play Team Fortress 2.
I mean, I guess maybe it makes more sense to say, like, I get it, you didn't plan ahead with playing Team Fortress 2, but, I guess it probably
Yeah,
would have made more sense to have, like, a gameplay stream or something, so at least
something
that
like
way it's
that,
variety of
yeah.
stuff.
But I
Or just
wasn't
random game
thinking.
stream ahead. Yeah, that's all right. Stuff changes. One thing, not really a big fan of when it comes to Team Fortress 2, or at least one of the many things, waiting. The waiting game to get in the game. But when you do get in the game, that's where the fun begins. Usually.
It says that when you join a casual match that we're all supposed to like go to the same match.
Yeah, casual match, but I'm not looking for a casual match. I'm looking for like a server where it's open, but it doesn't have anybody. Okay, hold up, hold up. Um, okay, I should be on server TR Cyber City Orange X7. So, if you could
Browse
maybe
community servers.
hold up, hold up, hold up. Um, do you see me? Like, do you see the server where I'm at?
Well, where do I search it?
It should be under the like if you were to find a game and go to community servers, you should be looking where friends is at, and it should mine should be there. I don't think there should be any reason why it
Cyber.
wouldn't.
Yeah, there it is.
Okay. So yeah, once you join in and get all the stuff downloaded, I will show you the ropes of how to play the game. And maybe we could, you can, we could do a little dojo match just to test your skills here.
Mm.
So, what does it currently say right now?
It's loading. I'm downloading stuff.
Okay. Not that I am anticipating it, but I think it'd be really funny that if we do join and it starts with us just testing the ropes and then more people join, it starts becoming more chaotic.
Yeah, that would be really funny.
I mean, at least you'd get to experience the chaos that way in a, bigger match with other people, but I just want this to be a, uh, baby's first steps to Team Fortress 2.
Yeah.
And I also want to remind you, this map in particular that I'm on isn't like the average map you go on, it's just a custom one.
Mm.
You mainly see these on like 100% crit servers, which are, you know, pretty much, everybody has crits enabled on everything, and it's chaos, but it's a fun kind of chaos.
Gosh, there's so much stuff being downloaded.
Yeah, that's the thing about Team Fortress 2 that I said about load times. I don't like how it takes a bit. Let's see, I'm gonna have to turn down my sound. Let's see.
Okay, I'm in.
Oh, I see you on the spectator. Just join red team since I'm on blue, so you can get an experience of the different.
I'll go Pyro.
Pyro's falling here. I saw this
Hey.
above you.
I'm over. I'm on your left. Yeah.
What's up?
Yo. All right.
How do I use my spray?
P.
P?
Oh no! You don't press it in the chat box. You just pressed T. Just T.
Oh, T.
Oh I can't
show up, lol.
Can you it probably isn't. Does your settings have enable sprays? Because if it doesn't, it can't be shown.
Oh.
So you might want to check your settings and see if it says enable sprays.
Where would it be in multiplayer?
It should be in like advanced settings. Let me check how far down it is. Oh, it shouldn't be HUDs. I know there was enable text chat. There was an option that says enable sprays. Actually,
oh, it says disable sprays, and I need to get rid of it.
Yeah, if it says anything about disabling sprays, just enable that, like re-enable.
Oh, it worked!
Good. Alright. Okay, so hold up. You don't have to come my way. I will sticky jump across the way. So yes, you have right there is Pyroclast, known for wielding the flames of destruction, and also, well, you might want to get off of that. You don't want to capture the points because, you'll get closer to winning the game, and we don't want to win the game just yet. But,
okay.
So yeah, what you have there is Pyro. You got the flamethrower on you, and you obviously can shoot the flames as you did before. But you also have the back blast, or the air blast. The second one. That's the one I'm talking about, where it pushes people. So you can push me again if you want. Also, I got to showcase the abilities of the air blast when it comes to projectile. So stay where you are currently. I'm gonna try to shoot my pills, and you're gonna have to air blast them towards me.
Got it.
You ready?
Oh crap! Oh crap! I'm bad at
Hey,
this.
Pyro, falling here. This contract
It's
just
a
came in.
learning experience. It's gonna take time. So okay, whenever you're ready, you might want to have to do it like before it hits.
Yeah.
So.
Oh crap! Okay,
Yeah,
let's try this again.
Okay, you can stand right there.
Yeah! Boom!
Let's try. Yeah, okay, we can keep doing that again, just so you get an adjustment to it. Okay, that
crap.
one, that is a random crit right there, the one I just fired.
Yep.
Okay, we'll keep this going, and if you feel bored and you want to try something different, we can. So, there you go, very good. Excellent.
Got him.
Very good. So yeah, that is how you air blast, and you've got the shotgun. That's the secondary. I'll join real quick. So yeah, if you press like the or if you use your mouse scroll, you can select different weapons, or you can press like the 1 to 3. 1 is your main weapon, 2 is your secondary, and 3 is the melee. So the shotgun, that's just kind of like your standard weapon of choice, and the melee is, you know, obviously the melee weapon. And the thing is that right now what I have is a the Haunted Headless Horseman's axe. This one is just like a regular, you know, Eyelander, and the Eyelanders are usually the weapons that you can collect heads with, and those can help you move a lot faster and also give you more health. So, yeah, that's the basics of like your weapon selection. So, I don't know, use your shotgun or whatever weapon you want to kill me with. Just, you know, just kind of, I guess, end this tutorial with Pyro. What other class do you want to try out?
Scout, honestly.
Alright. Then I will go heavy for, like, you know, just to make the representation of the, you know, how these classes work much more, you know, close to what it's supposed to be, or, like, for visual representation of how to play them.
They should probably try medic or something.
Alright, so, hold up. So you can go scout, medic, or whichever, you know, class you want to try out more.
How do I change my class?
Changing classes is like the comma button next to the M.
Okay.
And you can exit out of the selection by pressing comma again. Right, so that's the medic, and he shoots the needle guns right there. Those can, depending on which weapon you have, cause a deterioration of health over time. It's basically like your standard assault, like semi-assault weapon, and that is what you had right there was the
Medigun.
Yeah, the medigun, which can heal up your teammates and give you like the uber charge, which can make you bulletproof and invincible to all sorts of damage, aside from like a few things like telefrags and whatever else. So I guess it's a bit harder to represent how exactly well this works, since, you know, there's only like, you know, 2 of us, so unfortunately you don't necessarily have anybody to heal.
Yeah.
Wait, can you press the taunt button? It's G. Oh, they're still using the Halloween one. Try again. Normally there's like, okay, so this sawbone doesn't use the there's like usually like kill taunts that you could use, like certain weapons you can initiate into like a taunt that could kill somebody, but I don't think I necessarily have any that could do any damage. Actually, yeah, I think it's probably the Halloween section still up and running. Actually, I'm going to kill myself right now. I have bind set up so I can do that automatically. Let's see. Oh boy, what class do I want to represent kill taunts with? Hold up. Escape plan, sure, why not? I will be over there in a moment. I just gotta rocket jump my way there. Okay, so an example of like taunt kills would be me doing something like this.
Get here, cupcake.
So that's
Medic
just
calling.
one of the
I've got a
many
contract
ways
for you.
you can use taunts to kill the enemies, but it has to be a specific kind of like tool or weapon or item in place. Let's see, I'll switch back out of this.
So,
Actually-
in this game, you don't, like, have infinite ammo. You have to grab it.
Depending on the game mode, more often than not, yes, you have to pick up ammunition, since you have a very finite resource of stuff to gather to still with, health, as well as, like, resources. So as you can see, the Scout is, like, one of the more faster classes on foot. You can also double jump. And depending on the weapons you use, like the, I forgot the name of the bat, you can triple jump with this, though it does come at a certain cost. Each weapon and item you use in-game has its own, ups and downs. So, every one of the,
Learning that
items and
there's
weapons.
limited ammo explains why everyone seems to have a melee weapon. Knowing that
yeah.
there's limited ammo explains why there's,
Right,
everyone have a
melee weapons. I'm gonna go up to top here miserably since, I can't rocket jump worth shit. But, I'll show you something that, like, one of the examples of, subclasses that Soldier can use, which is the, Market Garden. So basically the Market Gardener is like, your typical shovel, a Market Garden shovel, but the thing that makes this different is that while in the air, you can pretty much get free crits. But I guess it also depends on, what you're, attacking as well. So like, if I got even just a little bit of air time and say hit you with this Market Garden, it would count as like a free crits. Of course, it's not. It's a learning curve. Off I go. Yeah, I'm not number one when it comes to market gardening, but there's some people that really nail down the expertise, or like the field of, or the art of market gardening. Let's see. What class do you want to try next?
Well, I'm Demo Man right now.
Oh, okay. Demo Man, yeah, one of my favorite classes is that with Demo Man you can basically use a variety, or just, for in this case, just two demolition weapons, that being the sticky bombs and like the grenade launcher. Now the thing is with the grenade launcher is that you can use it, use the geometry of your map to basically hit a particular opponent. So like, let's say for instance,
because it bounces off the walls.
Yeah, like you'd have to use the geometry of this particular map to make sure you get the right shots landed in place. So let's see if you could, I guess, I don't know, hit me using this wall to, do damage. Some shots are more direct, others it requires like area of effect.
Yeah. I see, because it's like moving a similar amount of distance each time.
Right.
So I gotta be careful.
Right, but the main way that you can use like the grenade launcher is just to, you know, obviously shoot it directly at the enemy right in front. Of course, you can also kind of like aim your shots higher or lower depending on where you're at. It's just kind of to work with the geometry and physics of everything in the game. And the sticky launchers, which would be your secondary weapon, is where you would, you know, place explosives at a specific spot to set for, like, say, traps or whatever. Wait, where are you? Oh, there you are. Yeah, and that's how they work. So you could use those for, like, traps or whatever, set them in places that people wouldn't see coming, or you could use it to launch yourself in the air and go places. You can also do this with the grenade launcher, but it's not nearly as well controlled compared to, like, say, rockets or sticky bombs. But that is a way to do that. But you have to use like one sticky launcher, otherwise, or not, but one sticky bomb at a time. Otherwise, it's gonna be like, you know, it'll kill you. Depending if you have the health.
I gotta be careful with this, using the sticky bombs to launch myself, or I'll kill myself.
Yeah, the same goes with rocket jumping as well, because it's like, you know, you don't want to blow yourself up. And also there's the, oh nice, you have your, the bottle for your melee, and as a matter of fact, I want you to, do a taunt with that, and start hitting in the air or whatever, and you'll see where the comedy comes in.
Yeah.
So you just click, or once you get that taunt of drinking the bottle, you can start hitting, and the demo man will just start drunkish gibberish.
Oh, I already
funny.
broke the bottle, so
Could you try drinking it? Yeah, I think you can drink it again. Like, obviously, don't do that in real life, but, you know, it's, once you just press the G button, and then you can start hitting it. Like,
Cheers, mate!
Yeah, there you go. And then you start hitting. So yeah, once in a while he does drunken gibberish like that. And to me, it's always funny. Nothing too important. It's just funny.
Oh, that's spice.
All right. Sometimes you might do random critical hits. Also, strafing, ducking, and jumping are crucial for, like, you know, in melee combat. Like, that's a whole art in of itself. And what I currently have right now for melee is the pain train, and that can help make the capture point rate go faster, or actually give you better benefit of, you know, adding another point to the, you know, point or the capture point. Well, what class do you want to try next?
Let me see. Spy.
Alright. Oh, if you're going spy, it only makes sense I go engineer, because then I can showcase you how to use your gadgets. Since they're more effective, well, they're basically effective against all classes, but the spies especially is deadly when it comes to sapping buildings. So don't come to meet me out just yet in the open, because I'm going to set up my sentry, and without disguise, the sentry will shoot anything on sight that is not the ally. So I'm going to set up my buildings, and okay, I see you're on top there. Or was. You attempted to go at my sentry undisguised, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I said it's better go the skies before you attempt going at the buildings, because otherwise it's not going to end well. And what makes the engineer specifically most crucial in this game is that he can build buildings to not only support his team, like for example, this is a dispenser, this is what gives you the health and ammunition, and there are 3 levels to each building. And that makes them more stronger. I'm sorry, I had to laugh because you tried to knife the sentry.
Yeah.
It's like you're not a hail, so obviously you're not like obviously you're not gonna one shot.
The disguise to load.
Oh yeah, you have to like there's gonna be a cloud of dust each time you disguise, so that can give you away with certain things. So yeah, you should have stuff to sap the buildings. You should have like a sapper on you. Like there's a variety of tools you can use similar to the engineer, so you should be able to sap the buildings once you have that equipped. There you go. You can do it to multiple buildings as well, so it's not just one. So you can do that to like the dispenser as well. Like you can do it to a variety of different buildings that are available in the area.
I love you're making sure to keep your facing me.
You're trying to backstab me. I see what you're trying to do.
You know what I'm on.
Yeah, I know exactly what you are on. But you also have the revolver, which can be pretty useful for like, you know, ranged combat. But obviously the knife is where it is at. Actually, can you try trick stabbing me, or actually try stabbing me in a point that isn't the back, but close enough to where the hitbox could, or where the animations register as a backstab. So how? Oh, you got some achievements. Nice.
Yep.
Let's see. When you backstabbed me there, how far were you from my back?
I'd say like 3. It was like a 3/4 view of you.
Okay, not bad. But yeah, obviously it's gonna be harder when you try to do that in real life. And yes, I am practicing necrophilia as we speak, but it's my body, so fuck everyone else. But yeah, there's also the what else is there? The disguise kit, which obviously you have managed to use. Oh, speaking of which, actually break out a spy for a moment, and I want you to use like the disguise kit, and don't go into anything, just look up to the sky and walk forward like that. That is what you call and you have to crouch too, and look up forward to the sky, and what you got there is like a spy crab. And this is something that a lot of like certain spy mains do for like the shits and giggles.
Okay.
But yeah, that's just kind of how they do that for like funsies and whatnot. What other class do you want to try?
Let's see. Engineer.
Alright. Yeah, we'll actually I could just stay where I'm at.
That's so many.
Actually, you know what? Just to make it easier, I'm going to build up a teleporter. It's gonna be, I'll build the exit one. I will set up the other teleporter on the end, so that way I can teleport back here quickly. So that we can visualize or simulate the... Hey, don't shoot my teleporter. I need to get back here somehow.
Okay.
Okay. And you might need to build your buildings away from my teleporter, because I don't want your sentries to be shooting at my teleporter, since they will also shoot at enemy buildings.
Okay.
No. So you might want to do it like around your base.
Sentry going up.
Do you got your sentry and stuff set up?
Yep. I have it set it up somewhere.
Somewhere. Okay,
Somewhere.
I like where you're going with that. You're not going with like the typical particular spots, so that's nice. That's nice. Let's see.
You know, just, somewhere.
I do hear beeps. Oh, there it is.
Sentry down!
Didn't expect me to do that, did you? Oh, wow. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, that was actually well thought out.
Yup.
That was actually pretty smart. But, yeah. Sentries are there to do the thing. The shoot stuff. Dispensers provide ammo and health, and teleporters teleport you to the location. Also, I gotta show you something. Stand on the my teleporter, and I will show you how a telefrag works. So basically, it's like sometimes when a particular enemy player goes on a person's teleporter at the exit, they can do this.
Oh, man.
Yep, that is what you call a telefrag, and they can be extremely useful when it comes to fighting powerful enemies, especially hails, to take off a lot of health. And it's usually just a straight-up death sentence for most players. But yeah, that's just how they work. That's just the way they go. Hey, why'd you disrupt my rest?
Nice.
Well, don't that beat off?
Yeah, this is part of the cosmetic that I got on the marketplace. I think it was the marketplace.
Life of Riley.
I just sometimes do this when I'm feeling lazy,
Building
or I
a
just
sentry.
want, you know... Actually, let me try something. Actually, it's probably too late. Oh, no, I'm doing it, Oh, yeah. This is the spot, this is the spot. Yeah. That's it. Oh. I was doing so well.
Oh, crap. Oh, crap. I didn't know that my own sentry could hurt me.
Oh yeah, your sentry, like if you get in its way, it will do damage to you.
Oh, God. So you can use someone's own sentry to kill someone.
Sentry down!
Yep. That's, you know, the creativity of Team Fortress. Also, you know, obviously there's like caveats to did you just try to call for medic even though we were the only people here?
I
been there
didn't do it on purpose.
Building a sentry.
Yeah, I know. I do that too. Yeah, it's a habit. Forgot. How much range does its sentry have? Okay, that's as far as it can go. What class do you want to find next?
Let's see. Sniper.
Alright, sniper it is. Actually, I should go heavy for this, since, you know, you can, simulate the amount of health damage stuff takes out. Oh man, that's right, I don't have my dispenser anymore. Oh well. I will just come over there, and, we can just see how this goes. So, luckily with the sniper, you don't have to go many distances, because obviously you have a sniper rifle and you can pop heads from a distance. Actually, let me go on my side of the map, so that way you can maybe, I guess, see me there. Hello. Let's see. You see you're on the tower, which is a good enough place to start.
Alert! The control
So-
point is being contested.
Try without charging up. I want you to do one headshot to my face. Okay, well that was a charge shot. Normally, it's like when you do like a quick shot to the head. It's
so like a quick scope?
Yeah, if you want to quick scope it, it normally does like 150 damage to the head, more often than not. But the longer you hold on, it okay, there you go. So yeah, those would be like
The control
quick
point is
shots
being
that
contested.
you do without the high-powered rifling scope. But when you wait to charge it up, it does more damage, and I think the most damage it does is 450, which is enough to eliminate all classes. But obviously, it takes time to charge it up, and it doesn't, kill everybody. You also have an SMG. That's for like close to mid-range attacks. So like, say for instance, I want you to stay where you're at and just kind of simulate, like, if somebody was coming to your direction, because, obviously when you're a sniper, you're letting yourself be known to the rest of the map that you are at a specific location. So, like, when you're in, say, like, a spot where you're at right now, like, you have your second weapon, which is the SMG, that you can use to shoot people from mid to close range. So, try to shoot me with that. I know I'm pretty hefty because, the 300 HP for heavy, but basically it's a good way to clean up on the enemies that might have
Yeah.
Hold up, I'll make this easier. Oh, come on, that didn't kill me? What a shame. There we go. And you also have melee, so that can help when it comes to like going toe to toe with spies. Let's see, what else? What class do you want to try next?
I think there's only one left. Yeah, this guy.
Oh, soldier.
Soldier, yeah.
Right. So yeah, with soldier, he's a bit slow with his movement, but you can rocket jump. Of course, that's going to take time, and it also takes some major health to get across. What am I? I was gonna say, was I hearing like the base jumper? Oh wait, there's a player
another
here.
Person.
Wow. I was gonna say.
Soldier, this spy! No.
Okay, well this was unexpected. Let's see. Cheers. Oh yeah, save TF2. I remember all that because of the bot crisis that was going on for a while. But yeah, that is the gist of, the classes. And you also have a shotgun and melee and all that. But once you get around to learning more about how to use them, it's as easy as 1, 2, 3. So, I guess you want to test your skills with the classes then?
Sure, yeah.
Alright.
Does this game have friendly fire?
It can be enabled, but normally no.
Okay, let's go scout.
Alright. I guess I'll just stick heavy until I feel like I need to change classes. And I guess normally this is where the games start to become more, you know, hectic. Man, I forgot how much the shotgun isn't necessarily that great at farther distances.
Yeah, the scatter gun.
Or,
Well, I mean, this is kind of the thing, is that, like, the farther away you are, the less effective it is, because the bullets spread.
Right, but actually, like, in real life, shotguns are still far more deadly, even at a farther distance, depending on where you're shooting at. And
Yeah.
But yeah, in this case, it's like, the family business shotgun isn't necessarily the best in terms of damage output.
I mean, in real life, all guns kill you instantly.
True. But for the sake of balance, in this game, it would technically come out as, you know, trying to make it more fun for everyone else.
Okay. Oh no. Oh no.
Actually, I think I now remember why I had the family business on, because I was in a server where basically the family business, instead of shooting bullets, it would shoot out rockets, and you could use that to rocket jump. So yeah, there's different ways to edit the game modes, or like the games themselves, to have different variables of stuff. So I should probably change loadouts. I'm actually going to change to something a little bit quicker and can, you know, do a lot more damage. Not saying I can't do that with heavy, but I don't know. I need something else. What else? What else? What else? Actually, I could still go with heavy. I just need to change the shotgun. Also, I have to remind you, my minigun is renamed the Anal Annihilator. So you can change your names of your guns and your weapons and the descriptions too to fit to whatever the particular thing you want.
Awesome. So I can kill people with, like, the transformation central or some shit like that.
Yeah, so long as it fits within, like, the limit of words. You know, because sometimes, you know, it might certain things might reach the limit, but I think that only goes for descriptions. But yeah, you can basically go for whatever name you wish. Ooh, that was a random crit, too.
Crap. Oh no.
Oh, you got that in time, too.
Crap.
I like how we're trying our best to kill each other and we're not even doing a good job. But, you know, that's the fun of it. I don't know how that didn't register.
Good shit.
It's not possible!
Oh my god.
shit, I'm almost down with health. I forgot the Fist of Running Urgency take away your health at the expense of getting more speed. But it's the meta of the game. I don't know, I might change classes because as much as I like heavy, I want to go with someone more versatile.
Oh no. Oh no.
Fight like big.
Secure.
Okay, I guess Demo Man. It's demo time. Actually,
Oh shit.
Instead of using the haunted headless horseman's axe, I'm going with my genuine ham shank, which is basically just a piece of meat as a melee weapon. It's like a piece of, it's like a ham leg.
So you can swap out weapons with the ones?
But I don't know if you have any available. I would certainly give you some, but I don't think I can trade with you just yet.
Am I gonna have to play some games first?
Wait, what'd you say?
Am I gonna have to play some games first before I can trade?
Probably, if I remember. Are you harassing that soldier?
Am I making people catch on fire regardless of who they are? Yes. It's my game.
Well, there are some people in this game that, play as friendlies. So it's like they don't necessarily provide much as a threat. But, it's totally up to you how you want to interact in the games.
Are the sorriest excuses for soldiers I have ever seen. You've done me, boys.
Alright.
Come on!
Oh. Ah! Oh gosh. Oh, dang it.
That was well timed as well.
Teleporter coming right up.
How do I get cosmetics?
Uh-oh. I'm dead. How to get cosmetics? There's different ways to get them. You can buy them from the Manco store.
Teleporter going
You can
up.
buy them from the Steam Marketplace. You can also craft them, but that depends on, what you have in your inventory.
I'm moving this. Go on, get. Are you all Get with the program. Down at 20.
Amazing.
Also, I'm trying to remember what else. You can get them through drops, cosmetics, but it's very rare compared to, like, say, weapons.
We have
One's
captured
ours
the control
now.
point.
Darn, I'm overdoing that.
I'm slowly winning.
That engineer is a spy.
You're capping points, and I'm just trying to figure out how to use my stickies again. Let's see.
Man, I can't wait to force people to see seed liberation.
Teleporter down!
Yeah, that would be funny. I mean, there's definitely a lot of ways to troll people in Team Fortress 2, so the possibilities are endless.
Our goddess. Yes. Oh crap. Oh crap!
Ooh, I almost had that one.
Alert. The control point is being contested.
No shit! Shit!
Just
Oh,
all
man.
about the timing. Okay.
Alert. The control point is being captured.
Dude, that's a control point isn't being captured. What are you talking about?
Stand on the free.
We have lost the control point.
God, I love beating people with my meat.
God, I love baiting my meat.
Alert. The control point is being contested.
Defend this point. We need to defend this point. This is my point, and you will help me defend my point.
Wow. Brutal. Well, now I think you pissed him off.
Help! Incoming!
Ooh, ooh, ooh. I have an idea. Hold up, hold up, hold up.
What is
I'm
it?
calling Troll Medic. And,
Trying for a Section 8.
okay. Let me
Down
go
and give me 20.
quick fix. So basically, when you, go disguise, I can still heal you until you break out of your disguise. So I can give you, like, a boost. So that way you can, at the very least, you know, if you want, annoy that soldier if you want.
You know, if we joined a casual game and we were on opposite teams, this would be really funny.
Oh, it would.
Do you wanna join a casual game?
Sure, we can try one. I don't know how we will be able to like how well it will play out since, you know, certain casual games it's like hit and miss.
Alert! The control point is being captured.
That devil man is a spy. Sentry forward. That devil man is a spy.
Yeah.
Let's
Man is a spy.
Yeah.
wanna go for casual.
Control point.
Alright. Let's see. I will try and connect this to casual. Yeah.
I'm going to saw through your bone.
Yeah, I love those taunts. So I should be queued for casuals, so...
Yeah, it says
Should
I'm
be-
queued for casual too.
Yeah, once a game's found, we can then get on and cause some mayhem. Okay. Okay, we should be joining now. Can't make any promises of what this is gonna be like, but yeah, it's gonna be fun. When you join the enemy team, and I'm on my team, assuming we're not on the same team, I will go troll medic, and then
Okay.
we'll see how this plays out.
Yeah, let's see what happens.
It's gonna be interesting. I will say that. Assuming I don't get killed right off the bat. I normally don't do this, but since, you know, this is one of those times where it's like I'm spending time with my friends and, you know, wanting to give her a leg up,
60 seconds.
I might as well. Okay,
We have captured the control point.
Oh gosh, that's a lot of people.
yep. Oh, we're on the same team.
Alert! Our control
We're on the
point
same
is being
team,
captured.
yay.
Actually, if you want, you can go, heavy if you want, or whatever class, because when it comes to a medic and heavy combo, it rips ass.
Okay, let's go heavy.
We have lost the control point.
And for some reason, I can't see anybody.
Someone's named I shit my fucking pants. I'm heavy now.
Hold on.
Mission ends in 30 seconds.
That's very odd. I cannot see anyone right now. Weird. You know what? I'll just roll with it for now. I can see people's names anyway.
Damn, rip.
Mission ends in 10 seconds.
Oh. Never mind then. I guess my game is Huh. You know what? I'm going to see if I can do it. And, no promises. I'll probably still go back to the casual just to meet defeat, but I'm gonna see if we could try finding a place where we can, you know, it's still the same casual experience, but it's not like within that same casual, like, not algorithm, but like, you know, just not within the same pipeline going through these particular setup official games. Because I don't know what's happened. Like, this has happened before, and I tried fixing it, but
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like sometimes it just, you know, kicks me out of the casual games. And it's not because I'm cheating or anything. It's just, I don't know. Could be something I have in my files or whatever else. Setting client info. I might be entering a game that's either started early. Oh no, it's a new game. Okay. Okay, well, I'm gonna try this method again. I don't know if we'll be on the same teams or not, but it's worth finding out. How many people? Oh, which team are you joining?
I don't know. It says I'm queued for parties match. Whatever.
Oh, you probably haven't been in the game yet.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be on blue team for now, and if you see me on, you know, just join the opposite team.
Yeah. I don't know why I'm not joining.
What's something preventing you?
I don't know. Is it full already?
I don't see why you can't join, or try joining again.
It says I'm
Or-
queued, so let me try again. Yeah, it says I'm being queued.
Weird. Okay. Well, I'll just play the game like normal till then. Okay, good. I can see player models now. Nice. I love random crits when it goes in my favor.
Nice.
I'm not biased at all. Are you able to join right now?
No, it just says I'm in queue.
Odd.
Maybe if you join a different game?
Maybe. Hold up, after I die, I'll join. Damn, premature detonation. Okay, well, I'll just exit out of here, and I guess we'll join a custom match. Fine by me. Ooh. I think you'll love this one. It's D group keep. It's this one's basically melee only, pretty much.
That sounds
You
like
can
fun.
It is pretty fun, though. Depending on the weapons you get, you can also use like crossbows and bow and arrows. Though the bow and arrows are only accessible to sniper class, and the crossbow bolts are for medic. So if you ever want to go like ranged, then those would be the classes for you. But let's see. All right, we'll go blue. Um, Fuck it. I'm just gonna go full on skull cutter. Let's just be a complete and absolute douche tonight. Can you join my game right now?
No, I mean, last time it automatically said I'll probably have to find it manually. What's it called?
Okay, well, it's server UGCTF group keep US.
Oh yeah, I see it.
So yeah, if you can join there, go right ahead. Okay, that scout is either really laggy or very jumpy.
Okay, which one should I join?
Oh, team, you can do a red if you want. I'm on the opposite.
Whoosh. Oh, it's like a medieval place. Awesome.
Yep.
We have lost control point.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's gonna get very hectic this round.
Mission ends in 60 seconds.
Medic! Medic!
You see a barrage of black men approaching you.
Mission ends in 30 seconds.
I freaking love this moment. I should probably keep it down since people are sleeping.
Mission ends in 10. Alert. The control point is being contested.
Oh man.
4, 3, 2, 1. Overtime. Alert. The control point is being captured. Alert. The control point is being alert.
Wow.
Man, what even is happening?
So
We
what
have lost
happened
control point.
is I rolled Deadly Voice, and
We have
like
lost
in
control
certain
point.
game modes you can roll the dice with a specific bind in place, and that's what I just did.
Alert. The final control point is being contested.
Oh my god. Jesus. Yeah, it can get pretty hectic in this game mode.
Alert. Our last control point is being captured.
Damn.
The final control point is being
Bad
contested.
time right now. Goddamn, my mom wanted me to plug in her MP3 in the middle of battle. Oh wow.
Mission
Ooh.
begins in 10 seconds.
Shall we?
5,
But yeah, this is just one of the many game modes you can play
1.
in Team Fortress 2.
This is fun.
It is.
I like the spy.
secured the control point.
I'm just walking. Damn it.
God damn. Oh my god.
We have
I
secured
was in
the
fact
control
trying to backstab you.
I can tell.
Oh god damn it.
Oh shit.
Oh man.
I'm dead. Maybe? Maybe not. Oh yeah, I'm dead. I see you. I see where you're going.
God damn it! How did you know it was me?
It was too obvious.
Damn it.
Okay, but there was a part of me that was like, that can't be her, could it? But then I was like, yeah, that's her.
We have captured the control point.
God damn it! Get away from me, get away. God damn it.
Ooh. Those fucking random hits. Also, if I'm not mistaken, I saw a big-titted anime girl with Nazi paraphernalia on it. What a lovely image. Ooh. Okay, I wasn't paying attention there. Got backstabbed.
We have secured the control point.
Oh, I see what you were trying to do.
Everything's fine. Everything's chill. Everything's fine. Everything's chill.
We have
Everything's
secured the
fine.
control point.
Okay, this isn't good. We have a pro spy on here on your team. Oh, we're dead. Okay. Well, GG.
GG.
Mission begins in 10 seconds.
Stabbing my teammate.
After you.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh wow. Rolled firework on that one. Yeah, things can escalate real quickly in this game mode.
What the hell just happened? I have no idea what
Everything.
just happened.
Lots of things.
We have captured the control point.
Yeah.
We have secured.
This is gonna get hectic again. Props on Rabbit for holding us down and being the support of the medic.
to stop being a sussy baka.
I'm going to die. I got the COVID. We're doing this again. Oh, never mind then. Actually, I probably should just pop up here just in case. Oh man.
I'm guessing
like
spies can tell who's a spy.
Surprisingly, not always.
What's up with the weird swords and shit?
We have secured the
Oh, let's
control
just
point.
flip different weapons.
They're so fast. What the hell?
Yeah, some weapons will give you more speed.
Mission ends in 60 seconds.
Ooh, nice try. Wow, I overjumped that.
How janky are these hitboxes?
They can get very janky depending on the circumstances.
That explains a lot.
Seconds.
This is just so unfair, but I love this. Oh, Scotsman's so better.
Mission ends in 10 seconds. 5,
Ooh.
4, 3, 2, 1. Overtime.
I keep getting beheaded.
We have captured the control point. Mission begins in 10 seconds.
Eat my dust!
4, 3, 2, 1. Alert. The control point is being contested. We have lost the control point. Alert. The control point is being captured. We have lost the control point.
Oh man, someone snuck up right behind me.
Yeah, that's what happens.
Alert! Our last control point is being captured.
Well, it was kind of my fault for standing still for more than 2 seconds.
You failed!
Well, that was easy. And I was suspending up in the air for a while. Oh, now you're on my team.
Hey, we're on the same team.
Actually, I'm gonna switch. I need to. Oh.
4, 3, 2,
Whatever.
1.
I'm a scouty now.
Alert! The control point is being captured.
Who the fuck?
Alert! The control point is being captured.
So you gotta buy weapons, or
We have lost the control point.
By what?
Alert!
weapons.
The control point is being contested.
Primarily, yes. Though, depending how long you play the game, you can earn them
We have lost
by
the control
drops.
point.
And thus, God has smited me down.
I have no idea if I actually hit anyone or not.
The final control point is being contested.
My.
Alert! Our last control point is being captured. You failed! Mission begins in 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2,
And thus,
1.
trash talk is also very common, but that is the nature of FPS games. Some is very entertaining, though.
That's why I don't have voice chat on, like, ever.
We have captured the control point.
Understandable.
Join this wizard.
Oh shit, this one. Damn. Rabbit
What
is
happened?
not
We
fucking
have secured
around.
the control
Rabbit
point.
is not fucking around with medic. Like, I knew I complimented him before, but damn.
Oh dang! Enemy scout just damn.
Almost ate shit that right there.
Get that heavy.
Oh god. I got scouts coming in.
Yeah, there's a lot of us.
I'll be damned. Whoa. Ah, damn. I should have rolled that toxics when I was in the midst of the fray. Wow. So you just rolled random tricks. Man. Holy moly. Nice.
It was when I stopped trying to dodge and just ran straight at people.
Yeah, sometimes that's the best way to do it.
I wasn't even aiming, I don't think.
Yeah, that's how it be sometimes. that crossbow medic's nice. Oh, it was.
We have secured the control point.
Okay, so we're gonna have this scenario again.
We have captured the control point.
What the hell? I just flew straight up into the air.
Fast hands is nuts. I regret nothing.
Crossbow medic.
Mission ends in 60 seconds.
I think that was probably the longest I've survived.
Secure the control point. Mission ends in 30 seconds.
Oh no. No. Oh.
We have captured the control point.
And for a moment I thought that was you.
Ends in 10 seconds.
I'm here now, though.
5, 4, 3, 1. Overtime.
Runs straight in, dies instantly. Thanks to myself, I did a good job.
Yeah.
Where is everyone when we need to rush all at once?
At the castle.
You failed.
God, the amount of ecstasy I'm feeling right now.
Mission begins in 10 seconds. 5,
So, how long you want to go
Three,
for the game
2,
for?
1.
Maybe this last one. Because I should
Alright.
probably go to sleep soonish.
Or-
Oh, did I tell you? I got a ton of stuff today. Like a ton of food.
Alert.
Oh,
Alert.
yeah?
The control point is being contested.
We went to the international market and we just got a bunch of
We
shit.
have lost the control point.
So, what else did you get? like,
Calamari, fish cakes,
We have lost.
fried anchovy.
The final control point is being contested.
I think we got some Japanese mayonnaise, mochi.
Alert. The control point is being captured.
Oh yeah, my mom got alcapurrias. Oh, you killed me.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna leave
Okay.
now.
Okay, so you want to leave game?
Yeah,
Alright.
I think
That was-
we can talk a bit and then I'll go to bed.
Alright. But, yeah, that was pretty fun.
Yeah, it was really fun. I'd like to do that again. Uh, like I was saying, I got a lot of stuff from the international market today, and it was amazing. Oh yeah, I also got what was it, furikake. So now my rice doesn't have to taste bland anymore. I'm gonna have to get more salmon though.
All right. At least you have a market that you can explore more options for.
Yeah, you should always look for an Asian market or a
Oh, trust
Asian
me.
or like what is the Indian market, Vietnamese, all sorts of places.
Oh, trust me, if I had the place to go, I would certainly go there. Though, granted, I think the issue would be um finding that spot aside from me not having EBT, but I guess we'll have to see how that'll turn out in the future.
Hmm.
But yeah, I like that a lot. That was a fun experience. And you got some achievements in the process, which, depending on what you're looking for, doesn't take long, or at least it won't be like a long, grueling process of looking for or getting achievements.
Yeah, I doubt it will take that long to get achievements. I mean, I'm not a completionist, but it does seem
Oh,
like
I
a
know.
game where like you play a lot and you end up getting achievements, and you're just like, what?
Yeah, just like you just barely notice, or just sneaks up behind you. But yeah, um, other than that, just look up those or watch the videos I suggested, find some other stuff because there's a lot of ways that you can customize the Team Fortress 2 experience to fit your personal needs.
Mm-hmm. Anything you want to talk about before I pass out?
Um, Not exactly. I mean, there was something that did cross my mind, but it was more based around just kind of the usual stuff of what we were talking about with the edgy games and whatnot. So apparently, what I learned, the developer for one of the games, um, it was called Super Columbine Massacre RPG with an exclamation point at the end, because of course, why not? But apparently, learning from at least from what I was getting from Wikipedia about the dude, he seemed it. What I was getting from it was more of a, how did I put it? I'm gonna say it's a very white liberal guilt trip type of, or white guilt type of thing, where I've noticed it's like the way he explained it when making the game of his, it was like oh no, just it resonated with him, like the whole event, and apparently he just wanted to make it during his high school days to, to question, to kind of like, go beyond the boundaries of video games and art, which, fine if you want to make an edgy game, but the fact that he was given this so much attention and, press and even a documentary and even part of
Mm-hmm.
the argument of if games are an art form just makes me sick because it's like what it ultimately is, it's just giving this amount of press for what's ultimately a white liberal's edgelord project for somebody in high school. It's not even that deep as a game as the dude likes to die on the hill on. And it's like, yeah, the idea of him exploring through that with, um, gun violence, American youth, and bullying. It's like, yeah, there is something to discuss about that, but the problem is that he
You know,
basically
I
took.
feel like the only thing there is to discuss about gun violence is how we let privileged people do whatever the fuck they want.
Exactly, and it's like the dude was basically, it's like he basically created like a video game equivalent of like Joker 2019, where it's like he wants to make something deep and resonative, but really when you look more into it, there's bit heavy flaws that don't make it nearly as deep as someone would like to think it is. And here's the thing, I fucking love Joker 2019, but even I realized that the themes they were trying to play here were not done well. So that's basically what I saw with it. You know how you discussed about how Oppenheimer was basically like a white guilt type of film? Well, that's what I
Hmm.
saw with Super Columbine Massacre RPG. It's basically just this disgruntled old white guy in his teenage years not having a role model, trying to like resonate with people that are clearly not people that he should have looked up to. And thankfully for him, he did find therapy. He did find a way to get out of that funk or that, dark space, which good for you. But at the same time, it's like, don't act like as if you're trying to be this, um, deep, like artistic philosopher of something, because ultimately what you're creating is just a dramatized version of the Columbine massacre, while also adding your own satirized segments in there too. Because at one point in the game, um, you like the shooters go down to hell, and you meet certain figures in there, some fictional, but the others, the
Damn,
ones that
I'd
caught me,
love to go to hell.
but what got me was like the personalities that were there. There was uh J. Robert Oppenheimer. There was Ronald Reagan. There was who else was there? Hold on. There was the I have to go. I have to read the plot of Super Columbine Massacre RPG. Um there was John Bennett Ramsey and Malcolm X and John Lennon of all people in the same space. Like Malcolm X was what caught me off guard. It's like John Lennon, okay, f fair, but Malcolm X, that was one I didn't expect. But apparently, they also gave a delivery copy of EC Homo to Friedrich Nietzsche before fighting the South Park Satan, and the Satan congratulates them on their deeds. Bear in mind, this is all, I'm reading this just from like the Wikipedia page, but just reading this alone, it's like, goddamn. It's like my mind has changed overnight. I'm so enthralled in the deep subject matter of this video game. It's not some edgy shit fest. It's actually a deep, like it has a deep message to it, guys. Who would have thought, going through hell in the second half of the game after murdering all those students and then, beating up Satan? Who would have thought? But yeah, it's not as deep as people would have think it is, even if the dude like who created it proclaimed to be. But what's funny to me is there was another video game that was based off of a particular shooting, and that was the Virginia Tech school shooting, and the dude who made the game for that. It's funny, it's funny, but it's also kind of fucked up. The dude was like, he said he posted a statement that he would take the game from Newgrounds off if he received donations of $1,000, but instead he got 2,000 and he removed the game plus was given an apology, which really isn't an apology. That's just him saying, "Oh, thank you for the money." But what's funny is that the dude who made the Super Columbine Massacre RPG was basically messaged that developer on how he felt sympathy for him, but then the dude for like the Virginia Tech game was like, "Fuck off." And it was like, it's funny because it's like these dudes both made a game that is basically trivializing these massacres, but the one dude just has a little bit more self-dignity than the other.
Hmm.
But even though really they're just basically making edgelord content, not even good edgelord content. And I think that's the most insulting thing about this whole thing. And that it even got recognition the way that it did. For a time it didn't, but since, it got news press coverage, that's where it started to get up to speed. But the main point of it was is just that we shouldn't be giving white edgy liberals attention at the end of the day. At least not in this capacity. Because what it shows is that they're not really trying to make any good art form or anything insightful. They just want attention. But that's all I have to say on that.
Yeah. I'm good.